When it comes to online marketing and website management, if you've ever said the phrase,
"I know enough to be dangerous,"
then this week's video is for you. Today I'm going to talk about knowing when to take on certain website responsibilities and knowing when to bring in professional help. I'm Braden Walker and you're watching the Web Advice Video Podcast. While I know that this podcast is aimed at providing basic information for business owners, there has to be a time when you make the decision to either dive in deeper or delegate out. If you're wanting to take control of your web presence and dictate absolute direction, great. But you need to realize that it tends to be a huge undertaking because online marketing and websites change all the time. If you know your brand well enough, have an eye for design, are great at putting your business out there while making it attractive to your customers, and most importantly, have the time to dedicate to learning what you need to learn, go for it and knock it out of the park. For those that can't meet those requirements, please stop being dangerous to your online presence and hire a professional. When I talk about your online presence, I'm talking about quite a few items. But one example is hosting your own website as opposed to managed hosting. If you're hosting your own site because you get free space on your cable or phone company's web server, you need to realize that you're responsible for making sure your site is staying secure, up to date, and most importantly, backed up. Because if they decide to make changes to their systems, you could lose your entire site. Managed hosting, on the other hand, is when you delegate your website's hosting to trusted and educated companies to make sure it's staying up to date, secure, and most importantly, backed up. There's a ton I could go into in regards to website and online marketing responsibilities, but it all comes down to a couple of questions. First, can you take this on yourself and do it as well as a professional? Second, do you have the time to dedicate to learning how to do this well? And third, is it worth your time to do it yourself? Only you know these answers. And don't be fooled into thinking that if you hand over these responsibilities to a professional, that you won't be involved. Because no matter how good someone is at doing the work for you, you know your business better than they ever will. So here's my plea to you. Please stop being dangerous at things we really don't want to know much about, and let's start being great at the things we do know and want to know. Everything else can be delegated out to companies like ours. So give us a call so we can help you achieve your goals. If you found this video helpful, tune in next time and subscribe to our YouTube page. If you have any questions that you'd like to submit for future podcasts, or if you just have questions about your website and need help, email us at info@txadinternet.com. I'm Braden Walker, and you've been watching the Web Advice Video Podcast, brought to you by TxAd Internet. We'll see you next week.